What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I recently put up a video about unexpected star Michaela. She talked about TLC and the show's producers basically saying they sexualized her and other cast members. She called them vile, said that they were terrible people. She also even said, like, if you're watching the show, why are you supporting a network like this, right? So I put up a video about that. And I was very, like, I put it out there, like, I don't watch Unexpected. I watched, I think, one episode of it, like, a while back. Could not even tell you who was on the episode because I don't even remember, right? But the reason I put this story up is because I thought it was an interesting one. I've always heard stories about, like, networks, like Disney Channel and, like, stuff like that, how behind the scenes it's, like, really dark, and I heard stories about how they treat, like, their stars, you know, the people that work for them. So I thought it was just a story that I wanted to talk about. Saying that, you know, I had to be honest and say, like, I don't know Michaela. I don't watch the show. So I really asked for you guys' opinion on what y'all thought about it. Now, in the comment section, you guys, several of y'all was like, no, girl, watch the show. Michaela's a brat. She's, like, mean to everyone. If she don't get her way, she's mean. A lot of people, like, questioning whether or not she was being honest or if she was, like, just mad because she wasn't going to be on, like, season 5. And then others saying, like, I see it, like, I believe it. I think that she's being honest. So either way, there was, like, you know, some people believing it, some people just thinking that she was just being a brat. But since she put that information out there through her TikTok account, other former unexpected cast members have come forward as well. Some stating that they had similar experiences, one stating that she had a worse experience, and then others coming forward to say they had a nice experience on the show. Also, a former producer has come forward as well to talk about the situation. So we're going to talk about that. But I have to tell you guys, I'm going to be bringing up several girls from the show. Girls from, like, season 1 all the way to girls that's going to appear on season 5. I don't know them. I'm not familiar with them. So I'm actually reading off articles, and I'm just going to kind of relay what they said in regards to their experience with being on the show, if they felt sexualized, if they felt uncomfortable with being asked certain questions, and if so, what those questions were. And then, yeah, you guys can let me your thoughts about that in the comment section below. Especially if you guys watch the show, maybe you guys can give me more of an insight into what you guys think about each person and what they say about their situation or their experience. Yes. Well, Michaela, she was 16 when she began filming the first season of Unexpected. She was on season 1, 2, and 3. She posted several TikTok videos calling TLC and the show's producers evil for allegedly sexualizing her and other underage cast members and their children. Now, Michaela's videos have been taken down, but other unexpected stars have responded to the claims, including Alexis Sheeler, Chloe Mendoza, and Laura Barron. Now, Michaela stated in her videos that her co-star from season 3, Ryla Ferrier, also felt similar in regards to what they experienced behind the scenes of the show, which included producers forcing the cast to discuss how they lost their virginity, where they were when they first lost their virginity, who they lost their virginity to, and other questions that to them they felt was inappropriate, but especially considering they were underage, right? So Michaela also claimed that she was forced to allow an editor in the delivery room when she gave birth. She was 17 at the time that she gave birth. She was not comfortable with that. She even said, like, we don't know. What if they downloaded that and they've kept that for themselves? She also said that that person obviously saw her naked. She talked about this one incident where she wanted to wear a t-shirt, but they had her wear a sports bra. She also claimed that the producers aired one of the kids' private parts on TV. I'm wondering if this was, like, after, you know, one of the girls gave birth and maybe the baby was, like, brand new on the scales getting weighed, and it just so happened that you could kind of see their private parts. Because I don't know, I would have a hard time believing that it was anything other than that, right? Michaela also talks about how she was asked that she breastfeed her son on camera, and they actually got, like, a close-up of it, and she said that made her feel uncomfortable as well. So in her TikTok videos, she said they're evil, like literally it's the most effed up network, and who knows what other networks are like, but the fact that they did this to us and it's just like in the dark. So after those videos went up, several former Unexpected cast members seemed to agree with Michaela that the network and the producers were inappropriate. So Alexis, who was also on the show, she responded. She was just 15 at the time, and she said that she actually agreed with it. She said, definitely feel this. I was literally 15 and just had a baby myself. They pushed to the effing limits. Then season 2's Laura Barron, she also commented on the TikTok videos, stating that she agreed 1000% with everything that Michaela stated. She said the show definitely effed me up too with all the things that they asked me. Made me so uncomfortable in so many ways. In another comment, Laura said that she and her family had a horrible experience, and though they did sign up for the show, she believes they were naive in thinking that it would not be so bad. Now, while Ryla said that behind the scenes, she just was made to feel uncomfortable, season 4, Marika said that her experience was way worse than what Michaela or Ryla described. Rhiannon Klein from season 4, she said, I'm counting down the days till I can say how they really are. And then her mother added, we didn't know how things were going to go when we signed up. So obviously they must still be under contract where they can't speak about it. I guess they can't say anything until that contract is up. But according to season 4's Rihanna, she said as soon as her contract is up, she will be talking about it. So I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for that. Who knows how long that could be though. She was on season 4, so that contract could be another 2 years. We just don't know. As far as Chloe Mendoza, she appeared on season 2 and 3. She took to YouTube to address the drama. And she said that she knows some of the cast members are unable to speak about the mistreatment they experienced because they still are on the show or they're still under contract. But she admitted that due to her age at the time, 16 and 17 years old, she didn't realize that there was an issue with what was being asked of her on camera. But now that she's 20, she definitely realizes that there was an issue with some of the questions. She said, I'm like 20 years old now, and I'm like, oh, maybe that wasn't okay. Now, Tyra from season 3 and 4, her sister spoke on the situation, but all she really said was that she understood that it would be uncomfortable talking about certain situations concerning your sex life. She's like, I get why some girls felt weird talking about their sex life in front of several people, and that it was probably awkward to talk about these topics in front of your parents. Tyra and her sister, along with their cousin, will appear on season 5 of Unexpected. Lily Bennett, who is the only Unexpected OG set to appear in season 5. She was recently on Instagram doing a Q&A, and she said that she did not want to invalidate anyone's experience or feelings, but that she personally never felt that the questions about their sex life were inappropriate or that they were asked to sexualize them or to make them feel uncomfortable, because it all pertained to the story of the show. They all got pregnant at a young age, and that's what they were there to kind of talk about. So she said, obviously she don't want to make anyone feel like they didn't have a negative experience, but for her, she understood why the questions were what they were, and she didn't feel sexualized or uncomfortable. She said, clearly our parents were cool with us having sex and getting pregnant at such a young age, so they asked us how we did it. Lily also told her followers that her time working with TLC has been a positive one, even going so far as to call it a nice experience. Now, she went on to say that she never felt uncomfortable with the presence of the cameras in the delivery room because she was on a TV show that followed her entire pregnancy. So, of course, they would want to catch a glimpse of what it's like to give birth as a teen. And that's kind of the way that I thought about it. Like, I guess as a teen, you are naive and you really don't think things through. So when you're thinking about signing on to the show, you're not really thinking about long term, the day you give birth. If they're going to be there, you're just thinking about, oh, I'm going to get a check. I'm going to be on TV. We'll discuss my pregnancy, my relationship with my boyfriend, how this is affecting my family. Maybe they don't really think about the fact that you will give birth on TV. I think the network, that should be something that they make sure they talk to these girls about before they sign a contract with them. I think that's something they need to sit them down with their parents and say, this is what the show is about. So we're going to ask you questions about this, and we will be in the delivery room. So do you still want to sign on to this? That way it gives the girls a chance to say no, like know what they're getting themselves into and say no. Because I do feel like no matter what the case may be, if they felt uncomfortable, if they felt sexualized, that's something they now have to deal with. And maybe it could have been solved in such a simple way as just them being more aware of what they were getting into, right? So Jenna Ronan, who was on season 4 and will be on season 5, said that she did not feel like her son was ever sexualized on the show, but she did express concern over certain cast members doing pregnancy content on OnlyFans, which she said that she believes it will bring predators to watch their show. Now, both Michaela and Laura have been active on OnlyFans in the past. However, Jenna's comments seem to be directed at Alexis. Alexis later told Jenna that she should have never commented on it in her public effing platform. Alexis went on to call Jenna a effing shady bitch, to which Jenna replied, if worrying about pedos and protecting my son makes me a bitch, then I guess I'm a bitch. So yeah, it seems like Alexis has an OnlyFans account where she's doing pregnancy content, and Jenna is not okay with that. She's like, you're going to bring pedophiles to watch our show because you're out there on OnlyFans with your big belly. Like, you don't need to do that. And Lexus called her effing shady bitch. So yeah. So, like Lily, season 2's Emily Noack did not speak negatively of her time on the show, though she did point out that she was not a minor while filming the show. Therefore, she really couldn't speak to the underage aspect of the experience because she was not 16 years old. So, in response to the claims being made against the show, a former producer messaged the @everything_TLC_unexpected Instagram page. And Starcasm actually put out an article about this. And that producer denied that the cast was ever forced to say or do things that made them feel uncomfortable. According to the former producer, the questions asked are valid to the entire topic of the show. So the producer said that they're not trying to victim shame or anything. They are insisting that the cast was never forced at any point, and that it's a shame that some were made to feel otherwise. The producer went on to say, I'm not saying that the production team is perfect, but I just don't feel it is as horrific as some are making it out to be. I just feel a lot don't understand that this is how the business goes. Now, Michaela claims that she was not privy to what would be asked of her before appearing on the show, and initially told that she was signing up for an educational program. She said it seems as though most of the cast had a different way of like signing on to this experience than she did. I guess you could call it educational. I mean, it's educational as far as, teen pregnancy. To me, I still don't understand. It seems like, yeah, educational program, right? They're educating people on teen pregnancy. Either way, she said that she liked the crew and has even kept in touch with one of the producers, but it does not excuse how she was treated on the show. She said it doesn't excuse the fact that questions were extremely uncomfortable and I was talking about inappropriate topics in front of grown adults that I did not know. Michaela told her fans that she deleted the TikToks because she was scared that no one was going to believe them and that people would keep blaming her for the situation. She said, honestly, opening up about it was more stressful than helpful. I will always stand by what I said though. So there you go, you guys. I was wondering why she ended up deleting the TikToks, but it makes sense. I know just on my video specifically, I feel like probably more people didn't really comment on whether or not they thought it was truthful. They just commented on like the way they felt about Michaela. Like, I don't like her. She's a brat. She was very rude to everybody. So many people like said things like that about Michaela. Now, I did not watch the show, so I couldn't comment on it. I don't really know. But I feel like if that many people was saying that, then obviously there's some validity behind it. Like, she must have had a bad attitude. But if other girls are stepping up to say, yes, we felt the same way, it really just makes me wonder if they were just too naive into understanding what the show was like really going to be about and what was going to be required of them. Like, of course, if you're on a show about teen pregnancy, they're going to ask you certain questions about When was the first time? Maybe it is inappropriate, as a teenager to be asked that kind of questions, but if it's for an educational program, it makes more sense, right? You guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Former unexpected castmates and even present unexpected castmates are speaking up with their thoughts and their opinions about the producers and the network. Some saying they had an even worse experience, others saying they had a great experience, and the producers stepping up saying nothing like that ever happened. This was the point of the show, and nothing was ever asked for any other reason other than for the show, and because that's what the show was about. You guys leave me your opinions in the comment section below. Do you guys feel like TLC and the show's producers were out of line with some of the things that they asked of the girls? When did you lose your virginity? How old were you? Who was it with? Where was it at? Do you guys feel like, even though the show is about teen pregnancy, that was too much? Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button down below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.